guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Atrox. If you're new here, I'm a live streamer on Twitch and amateur reactor here on YouTube. And it's been a while since I've done a Ren song. I didn't realize how long it's been. I've been preoccupied with so many different things on the channel, and I started posting on my other Mortal Kombat channel. I posted somewhere here if you guys are interested in Mortal Kombat. And like I've been kind of last couple of days, like I've been working on like a story. I'm gonna like make like some kind of like fan fiction for Mortal Kombat. Cause like I've been watching like I've been trying to figure out stuff I want to do for that channel, and like that's just kind of what I came up with. And like so far I'm really happy with the way it's coming out. And like I had a friend check it out, and he said it's really dope, and he can't wait to see the rest of it. But anyways, yeah, so I kind of like been like doing a bunch of other things, so it's been like very difficult to just like get back onto the reaction channel. And plus work is like made it a little bit difficult too, because I work 5 days a week now, so I'm trying to get around to doing everything. But today we're gonna be jumping back on the Ren train, and we're doing Suicide. I don't think we've done this song yet. No, I don't think it's like this is a newer song, I believe, right? Let me see. I believe it's a newer song. Yeah, it's like 9 months ago, so it's like a newer song. I haven't heard this one yet, but yeah. So like that's kind of like what I've been up to. I haven't really been posting much about Ren things. I've been focusing on this story, and I really want like I'm really trying to make the story good, because like I'm gonna like try and use like AI stuff and all that. And I'll post it. I'm gonna be posting it on this channel too. Once I won't post a video, but I'll put it in the community notes like what it is. If you guys ever want to check it out, just like it's like a story I've been writing. It was like when I was in high school, like I was writing a book, and I never got around to like finishing it. So like I figured I can use what I learned when writing that book to kind of like create the story, which Mortal Kombat never answered. So that's kind of like what I'm doing with that. But anyways, so we're doing today. We're doing Ren Suicide. I'm not gonna waste too much more of you guys' time. We also switched our stream schedule. I don't know if I said that earlier. We do morning streams now, so I'll be streaming at 1 o'clock today. But anyways, it doesn't matter. We're not here for that. We're here for the video. Let's jump in. I hope you guys are having a good day. If you like the video, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel if you're new here. And we'll be doing a lot more Ren. I think next week sometime we might do a Ren week. We might do like a whole week dedicated to just Ren music. So I'm gonna post up in the community notes like when we're gonna start it, and I'll just like whatever videos you guys want to see from Ren, just like leave it in there, and I'll get to as many of them as I can. But other than that, let's jump right in. The song is Suicide. Suicide is a tough subject to talk about, so it should be very interesting to hear his point of view from it. I like that it's like an animated video.
Falling through the cracks of the night sky, a light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. I'm so fucking lonely beneath this. Narcissistic, can't keep a secret. Miscount sheep, I can't sleep, a misfit. Some say trouble, but some say sadistic. Bruises my brother, one time or the other. My skin felt counterfeit, silicone rubber. Bruises my sister, skin pop the blister. Dig deep, resist the feeling when it hits you. Falling through the cracks of the night sky, a light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide.
Sick boy, bitten by a tech boy.
Different parts of the video, please.
I feel like it's not me, it's the world that's sick.
I'm so fucking washed up and seasick. Masochistic kid with a split lip. 6 feet deep, I can't eat, I'm nervous. Won't stay down cause my body purges. Useless my mother, can't keep in my supper. Skin so pale cause my cheeks leak colour. Truth is my father, you choose your karma. Draw for the sword, then drive through the armour. Falling through the cracks of the night sky, a light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide.
I'm gonna be honest, like the different images in the video, just like kind of like seeing what he's talking about, like people with headset on sitting on the train, the homeless people on the ground, like This is more like an imagery, I think. Like from what I'm getting, like basically just like kind of talking about like the different circumstances of like people who want to commit suicide. Cause like there'd be homeless people. Like so I'm sure there are a bunch of homeless people that are like in really tough situations where like they can't get out of, and they feel like they can't get out of. Like not all of them are just like crazy or lazy or anything like that. They just it's hard. Like people don't offer jobs to homeless people, so like it's very hard to like for them to get into the workforce. So like they're stuck in this like loop from trying to get a job. And I'm not saying this is the case for all homeless people, but I know like some homeless, like when I was homeless, like that's how it was for me. It was difficult to find a job, and this is kind of like low key why I moved to New York. And then like when it comes to like the guy on on the train, maybe like he's going through his own like problems that aren't like obviously related to like living situation, but maybe a job, maybe a girl, or maybe something in his life is just going wrong, and like he's on the phone. But like to me, that's like the imagery is like representing to me. But that's my take on it.
Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide.
It's hard to take off from the ground when your wings are cut. Your stomach burns when you're drinking from an empty cup. You know the entire ocean came from my tear ducts. I see the world through Fibonacci sequences and double Dutch. I guess there's some that's born lucky, there's some that's not. I tried to cut away my bitterness, hatchet job. I locked my youth inside a trunk, inside a pickup truck, then dumped the whole thing over that same bridge the night you jumped. I think about that sometimes, vividly. What it felt like to look down and see tranquility. One sudden movement in a world of possibility. Only one movement to expose our fragility. I fucking miss you, and I miss myself. I miss thinking we were indestructible as well. I miss chilling by the pier cave and kicking back with Callum, Hugo, Sega, Justin, Stevie and the fucking lads. I miss missing that. I numb myself to close the gap. I never even call them up. The distance is my plaster cast. The truth is that the day you jumped, my childhood jumped too. But I still can't find that anger. All I find is missing you, man, I miss you. With all my rhymes, I picture running 5 minutes quicker, I'm right on time. I picture pulling you back over the edge and then we're crying, and holding you, my brother, and telling you that it's fine. Not the way that it worked, cause I was late like a jerk. There's not a day where I could find a way to break from the hurt. Your body missing, so we never got to wave to the hearse. I hope you're listening, I love you, man, I miss you absurd. Fuck.
Ooh, wow, that end part was crazy. I'm not gonna lie, I got a little teary eyed because like if you ever had to deal with somebody like that committed suicide, like that shit hits differently, and especially like you could hear like the crying like while he's singing the song, and like just the raw emotion of like somebody who had like a really close friend, and they jumped off. You can just say he jumped off the bridge or something, and that he's gone. And he was holding his body like afterwards, and just how that impacted him, and like that also like is the reason why he hasn't hung out with the lads and his friends. I think that's generally the idea. Let's go back. I really want to look at that part again. It was such a good part.
The world through Fibonacci sequences and double Dutch. I guess there's some that's born lucky, there's some that's not. I tried to what it felt like to look down and see tranquility. One sudden movement in a world of possibility. Only one movement to expose our fragility. I fucking miss you, and I miss myself. I miss thinking we were indestructible as well. I miss chilling by the pier cave and kicking back with Callum, Hugo, Sega, Justin, Stevie and the fucking lads. I miss missing that. I numb myself to close the gap. I never even call them up. The distance is my plaster cast. The truth is...
So basically what happened was like, I guess it was his best friend. I'm not sure if it's his best friend or his brother. Please let me know in the comments, like if this is actually like something that happened. I imagine it is. So just because like the way he's like rapping about it, like the way he's singing it. But basically, he lost his friend or his brother, and he's having like he's having a difficult time dealing with it. So the only way he's dealing with it is basically by numbing himself, and like he doesn't hang out with his friends anymore. And he said like he misses feeling indestructible because the death of his friend like hurt him to his core, and like now like he's very numb to everything, and like he didn't know how to deal with it, or he didn't deal with it the right way. So now like it bleeds into the rest of his life because of not being able to handle that, like, you know, in the proper way. You know what I mean? Like whenever someone like deals with a very traumatic experience, like depending on how they deal with it, it could affect them in the future. But you know, I'm not saying therapy works for everybody, but like it's always that to try and like help deal with it. And like I'm not gonna lie, like I'm a very difficult person too, so like I probably wouldn't go to therapy as much as like I know that would help. Like, you know, I don't know. It's very hard for me to like, you know, tell people my problems. Like I don't like burdening other people with my own grief and my own problems. So I'd rather just try and handle it in my own way, if that makes sense.
Distance is my plaster cast. The truth is to the day you jump, my childhood jumped too. But I still can't find that anger. All I find is missing you, man, I miss you. With all my rhymes, I picture running 5 minutes quicker, I'm right on time. I picture pulling you back over the edge and then we're crying, and holding you, my brother, and telling you that it's fine. Not the way that it works, cause I was late like a jerk. There's not a day where I could find a way to break from the hurt. Your body missing, so we never got to wave to the hearse. I hope you're listening, I love you, man, I miss you absurd. Fuck.
Dude, I didn't even catch that the first time. That's so sad, bro. Like trying to find somebody, like knowing what they're going to do, and you just couldn't find them, and you arriving of just a few minutes later than what you could have. Like if you had arrived on time, you could have saved their life. And like he's just imagining like being there on time and hugging him and just trying to like tell him that he's okay. But like one thing about this kind of situation, like obviously I've had this happen before. My grandmother committed suicide when I was younger, so like I have a direct like kind of like I can give my take here in the terms of having someone in my life that has committed suicide. My grandmother was like, she had cancer and she didn't want to deal with the problems, so she ended up killing herself because she didn't want to be a burden on everyone around her. And basically, you know, having regrets of not being able to like to stop somebody from committing suicide is it's a big burden you put on yourself. Like you wish you could go back and like find a way to be there and be there on time for that person, but like you can't hold yourself accountable for somebody else's actions like that, because you're always going to regret it, and you're always going to feel like it's your fault that you didn't get there in time, that you weren't there to be the person that needed you to be, like, you know, to basically be a hero for that person. Like it sounds rough and tough, like what I'm saying, but at the end of the day, like you can't let, you know, those emotions, your raw emotions, and like the fact that you miss some, and like you're angry with yourself for not being there on time, you can't let that control who you are like afterwards. Because like at the end of the day, like even if you were to save them that particular time, what would stop them from trying again? Because I'm gonna be honest, like my family, my uncle has stopped my grandmother from committing suicide in the past before she committed suicide, and she still ended up doing it. So just because you save them the one time does not mean that it's gonna be, everything's gonna be good and they're gonna be okay going forward, because it's not how it works. Unfortunately, suicide, depression is a very like difficult thing to deal with, and like it's a little egotistical to think that by your words and saying your things that you can just cure the depression, because it's not gonna happen. Depression is a very serious disease, and like, you know, it's not something that can just be cured with words. You know what I mean? Like you have to find ways to deal with your depression, and like in a healthy way, so that like you can move forward and like have the best life you can, and dealing with your depression. Because some people feel depression differently than each other. Like, you know, I get depressed a lot, and like I deal with this in my own way to just make sure like I'm level headed. But at the end of the day, like, we can only save what we could save. And it sucks that, you know, if the song is true, I imagine it is, like, that he didn't get there in time and wasn't able to like talk him out of it. But at the end of the day, like, even if you would have talked him out of it, there's nothing to show that like he wouldn't or she wouldn't want to do it again. It's very difficult. Like, suicide is very difficult to talk about, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, it's a very difficult topic to talk about just because like how serious depression is, how serious like suicide is, just to get to the point where you want to end your life. That is very difficult, because like getting to that point, like, that's like a last resort type thing. You know what I mean? Like, getting to the point where you want to kill yourself because life and the way things are going aren't going your way. Like, it's a very difficult thing to talk about, and just to even do, like, a lot of people say they'll commit suicide but they don't do it. Like, it takes a very like person at the edge of the trauma and pain to really like go through with that. I don't know, dude. It's very difficult. Hoping there was something else. But yeah, dude, the song is really good, dude. Like, I really like the message, especially towards the end of the song where he's just like bearing his like heart and like how he really feels about the situation with suicide, and just like kind of like telling from his perspective. You know what I mean? Like, I think I love when Ren does this. Like, these, like, I love these really emotional songs that make you think about situations like that. And I really like the way it sounds. But anyways, guys, that's it. I hope you guys like this new green screen thing that we're doing too, because like I've had this for a while and I've just never used it in my reaction videos. Like, I use it in my Mortal Kombat videos sometimes, but I never use it in my reaction videos, and I thought I'd give it a try. Let me know if you like this, or you'd rather see the background. I think it's better like this just because you can see the full video like in the background of, like, you know, instead of just having seen like in a small little picture. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about it. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys like the video. If you do, leave a like, comment. Let me know your opinion on the video. Let me know your opinion on the subject. If you had to deal with something like Ren's talking about here. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Sorry for not posting a lot more Ren videos, but we're gonna get back on it. Like I said, like, I think in the next week or the week after, I'm gonna decide when we're gonna start it. But I'm gonna post it probably sometime today about tracks that you guys would like to see for the Ren reactions. And if not, if we don't get enough, then I'll just look up for some Ren songs and we'll do it that way. And maybe we'll even do Ren's band as well. But anyway, guys, I'm out of here. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. I'm out. Peace. Have a good one, guys.